Oh, lights just...
Oh,
What was that?
did you see that?
Yeah.
Big Miles.
Why is G and right mouse button this good?
Oh, tell me I can flush the toilet. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There's no flush. Where's the flush? There's no handle. Oh, there it is. Hold on, hold on. It's not letting me.
Do
Miles, broken game. Can't flush toilet.
Refund.
Broken game. Refund. Can't flush toilet. Refunds.
So this is going to be a completely different review to what I usually do. I normally will rate open world sandbox survival games based on many categories. However, while I guess you could say this is a survival game, this is not a typical open world one like I normally play. So I've come up with new categories for these types of reviews. Let's get into it. Ghost Watchers is a game where you play as a ghost hunter, but unlike Phasmophobia, where you leave after figuring out which ghost it is, you get to capture it afterward, with each ghost having unique weaknesses and strengths that you can learn about to battle against them. When you first load up the game or a map, you may be overwhelmed by the many items you were given off the bat. Looking at your journal to read what you need is beneficial, as not every item you will need for every match. Each round is comprised of 2 phases. Phase 1 is learning about the ghost, trying to figure out what it is, as well as the mood and age, both of which will affect how the ghost will react to you, but I will cover that in the AI section. The second phase is where you now have to weaken the ghost enough to capture it. You can leave the match after the first phase is complete for minor rewards, but the best rewards are if you fully complete the map, as well as if you do all the objectional bonuses. You can add different modes and challenges to each level from the lobby, like adding in sanity or adding in ectoplasm to find, or the ritual circle. Each of these adding in more bonus rewards upon completion. The maps themselves are all different in layout, but will have the same sort of structure to them. Typically multi-floor, you will find some items which the ghost can interact with, as well as special events. Now, most ghosts are specific to their events, but there are events that can happen no matter what ghost, or what map, such as when all of the doors open and close rapidly. Pick up. Hi!
Hold on, grab a picture.
Oh, please. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, the doors are opening and closing.
It doesn't interact with it at all.
So it's aggressive.
Okay, so it's aggressive. Okay, we have it identified.
It's opening and closing the doors. Oh, please let me in. Or when the red lights happen.
You want to say something on the
I'm
radio?
so scared of it. It's because we're too used to Phasma, that's why.
Hello?
He's hurting me. Why is it red? Hold me.
My least favorite one is when they make the furniture move in the walkway to block your path, making it so you either have to go around or you're just trapped.
I can't go upstairs because the fucker blocked it with the cabinet.
No, don't block my way! Motherfucker, he blocked it as I was running. I'm trying to get back to the van. He's aggressive. Oh my god! And I'm dead. Most of these are really to serve to scare the player, with a few of them actually hurting your health or sanity, while the ghost-specific events will actually harm the player, but we could talk about those later. For now, I'm going to rate this section a 3 out of 5. I rated it a bit low because the maps themselves don't really offer anything unique. Anything that is different is usually ghost-related. All the maps have the same events, the same sort of playstyle, even if they look different.
There's the Ouija board.
Oh god.
Oh, there he is!
20%, 25%.
Get off of Michael, you asshole! Now, I did talk about events happening and that there are challenge modes, but I'm going to deep dive a little bit here on the challenge modes, while the ghost abilities I'll leave for the AI section. Now, the standard play of round is to find the ghost type, weaken it, and then capture it, but there are challenges that you can add that help make it a bit more involved and challenging. For one, you can add ectoplasm, which means you can collect 3 ectoplasms in order to power up your Pokeball to catch the ghost. Now, these ectoplasms are invisible, so you will be required to find them. This item can change between rounds, like Holy Fire or UV Light, and even a video camera to find them. Once you do find them, you need a collector to gather the essence. While you are doing this, it will cause the ghost to go into a hunt mode. They will either attack you directly or steal the ectoplasm. This is where having friends helps, as one can intercept and repel the ghost while the other collects. Or if you play solo, you can set down an item like the Withering Light or the Plasm Absorber that will work as an AoE defense for a few times. Another challenge that you could choose to do to spice up your game is adding the Ritual Circle. For this, your map will have cursed items placed around. You will need to find them and bring them to the circle. Once the ghost is ready for capture, you will summon the ghost in a circle with the Ritual Dagger. You will then have to place the items in the circle at a specific time. If done correctly, the ritual will succeed and you can freely capture the ghost. This one is a bit hard to do solo, but it is possible. Now, for actually surviving the map, you will have health, which drains from some events and ghost attacks. Now, some ghost attacks can basically just one-shot you, which is easier for it to happen at the start of the game when you don't know what kind of ghost you have, so you don't know what proper defense to use. As if you use the wrong item to defend yourself, it can lead to an instant death. Eventually, you will figure out their weaknesses, and you can use the proper items to not only defend yourself, but to weaken them instead of enraging them. In games like Phasmophobia, your sanity is basically your health bar. In this game, your health and sanity are 2 different stats. Sanity is optional, so you don't need to have it if you don't want to. The difference is that health is indeed your health, and when you reach 0, you die. The different ghost attacks will drain your health differently, but some attacks can instantly kill you. Meanwhile, your sanity is how well your character can perform. If you have no sanity left, if the ghost attacks you, your character will get scared and drop their items to the floor, making you vulnerable to attacks. Now, what if you die? What happens? Well, if you're solo, I'm not actually sure as I haven't played it solo yet, but on the multiplayer, you are allowed to come back to life once per round.
Another book!
Yeah. Yeah.
He's alive! I can't throw the book! I have to throw it! Okay.
I'm back.
Are you alive, Buns?
I have returned.
How did you come back?
I live out of pure spite.
But to come back, you must chase after little wisps that have the same sound effects as the light spirits in Zelda Twilight Princess. In normal mode, you will need 3. In hard mode, you will need 5. The wisps will run from you, so you will have to catch them or try to trick them in order to get them. I'm gonna rate this survival section a 4 out of 5. I lowered it because the ghost can sometimes one-shot you without much explanation, even if you have the correct item out to protect yourself, and sometimes it is unclear of what can and what won't damage your sanity.
God, is that you?
It's me, Miles.
Be not afraid, my child.
Oh! Here, take the bottle! I hit him! Alright,
Take that, bitch! Ah, no, I can jump
where's the
down,
book? Where's the book? Where's the magic book?
Did we get him? Did we get him?
Miles is dead.
He's dead! No! No!
Playing multiplayer is not only much easier, but you can split up the responsibilities, but also a lot of fun with tons of hilarious moments can come from it. I would say that trying to get into the lobby with friends initially is a bit of a pain in the ass, as it took us at least 10 to 20 minutes to figure it out, but once we were in, we didn't have to mess around with it again. Now it just loads up with us already in the lobby. The lobby is also pretty fun, as the last update you can now decorate it with money from your investigations. You can have a dog and a cat, as well as a dance party in the games room. Down below are ghosts that you have captured. It shows them encased and as well as how many you have caught. By upgrading the prisons, you can basically add in ways to torture the ghosts. My friend did it in order to torture the child. Why is his tongue so long?
Still haven't captured the black man.
The black man. He's eluding prison.
We captured the Asian guy first, and then the child. Yes, good. Good.
And while it did show up at first when we played it, the times after that, as you saw, it only was client side, so instead of it server side, I didn't see the laser anymore on my end, only the ghost screaming in terror. While on the maps, you do have a built-in voice chat, which is not localized so you can hear others in other places on the map. Your chat will go silent, however, if you are dead, and you will not be able to hear those who are alive either. But I do find it weird that they go through that effort to do it, yet you can do a text-based chat while you are dead and still communicate with your teammates. Either way, I'm going to rate the multiplayer a 4.5 out of 5, only a small point taken out for the annoying system to make the lobby to begin with. 500
around
to 1,000.
0
So it's
Celsius.
ancient. It's ancient and it's concerned.
It's concerned.
The ghosts themselves are very interesting, as one of the last updates, now all of the present ghosts have unique abilities that they can use on the map. Most of them will have similar attacks and scare tactics, but let's start from the beginning. When you first start around, the ghosts will have a default model that looks like a Dementor. Unlike Phasmophobia, they will not have a favorite room. They roam pretty much the whole house constantly. They stay invisible for the most part, but the longer you are in the map and the more agitated it gets, it will show itself more often. The same applies to when it's finally materialized. Each ghost has a unique model that will go with it, but as I mentioned before in the other sections, the age as well as the mood can determine how aggressive the ghost will be. The aggressiveness is based on its mood, while their age will determine their cleverness to avoid the player's tactics. A lot of the events that the ghosts share with each other would be things like making all of the doors of the house open and close rapidly, but also that you can see the ghosts sometimes crawl up on the walls of the house and hide in the corners. Sometimes they'll even peek out the door to watch you, and every time they do these little subtle events, an eerie sound will play as you look towards them. Audio cues are very helpful in knowing what ghost is doing what. There is a specific sound that the ghost does when it is starting a hunt. And when you need to defend against them, you can almost hear like a countdown that tells you that the ghost is currently stunned, but will attack you again if you don't get away within a few seconds. Now, I won't be able to go through all of the ghost's unique abilities, but I'll tell you about a few of them. The demon, for an example, will put up flaming ruins on the floor that you need to avoid. The darkness will turn the whole map into darkness, and you must stay absolutely still without a noise, or he will instantly kill you. The Dream Eater will make you leave your body, and you will have to run back. The Gallows will try to hang you from ropes. The Poltergeist will throw stuff at you. You know, you get the point. Anyway, I will be dropping a point to a 4 out of 5 because while I love the uniqueness of the various ghosts and how to deal with them, I feel that their event timers can sometimes set a little bit too high, as I've noticed that the ghosts will want to use their special abilities way too much, to the point that it can get annoying. We had this with the Child and the Dream Eater, as well as the Drowned, where they were just constantly using their special abilities. It also now has led us to bugged out ghosts, but I will explain that in the bugs section. So for now, I'm going to rate this section a 4 out of 5. The game seems to be regularly updated every few months with new ghosts, game modes, events, and so on. It is still in early access, but from what I've seen, there's a lot more that they are working on in a general pace. Where?
Been identified properly.
Guys, the voodoo doll is flying away. Where'd it go? While we didn't have too many issues with bugs, a few notable ones are that sometimes the ghosts do their special events and they can get stuck in animation. We had this happen with the Drowned. As she was trying to drown us, we found her and threw a weakening item at her. She showed the animation that she caught it, but then nothing happened and she was frozen there. We had to try to throw another one to see if it would reset her, and it didn't work. We ended up having to leave the match. Another thing that only seems to really affect me is that during the ghost rituals, for some reason when the ritual starts, all of my control input for my keyboard suddenly lags out. Like if I press the D key in order to strafe sideways to the right, my character would just keep walking even after I let go of the key 5 seconds ago. This happened every time to me but not to my friends, so I don't really know what the issue is there, and I have recently updated my computer to an 11th gen processor, and I still have my 350 graphics card, so I'm not really sure why it does that. But either way, with the minor amount of issues that we have had, I'm gonna rate this section a 3 out of 5. The game is not unplayable, but there are times where the ghost will bug out or you're gonna have lagging issues.
Oh, okay. He's throwing shit in the kids' room, the
This
girls' room upstairs.
I don't think the ghost has a room.
Does the ghost just go wherever the fuck he wants?
What are the questions?
Gonna capture you.
Guys!
And what?
It just fucking grabbed me!
Where are you, buddy?
I'm in the basement!
Where's the basement?
Basement! Down!
I got that! I'm trying to find the stairs! My overall score for the early access of Ghost Watchers is going to be a 3.7 out of 5. It still has a bit more to go in development, but overall it is an enjoyable game. It is not just another Phasmo ripoff, and it has its own uniqueness to it that allow for fun replayability, especially with friends, so I would definitely give this game a shot if you wish to. And that is the end of this video. If you liked my review, please subscribe to this channel as I will be making more in-depth reviews of open-world, sandbox survival RPG games, including those that no one ever talks about from the deepest, darkest depths of Steam. Some games that even look like the muck at the bottom of my pond. If you have any suggestions for what game to do next, please comment below and like this video. Florida Gator Man out.